There was a terrifying barnacle on Pearl's face, and she was going to attend the school prom the next night. Helplessly, she could only turn to Mr. Krabs for help. Pearl wanted to make an appointment with a dermatologist, but the stingy Mr. Krabs didn't want to spend the money.
I meant whatever you need to get rid of your blemish. Now look within my retirement fund.
You know what? Let's go across the street to the chum bucket. I heard they have better weather over there.
No, wait! This is starting to eat away at my profit margin.
Helplessly, Mr. Krabs could only ask SpongeBob to come up with a solution. SpongeBob tried to scrape off the barnacle with a shovel, but his shovel was worn in half. He then brought a spade, but still couldn't scrape off the barnacle. Helplessly, SpongeBob could only bring an electric drill, but the hardness of the barnacle exceeded his imagination. Pearl could only desperately go to the bathroom and wash her face with soap. SpongeBob rushed over worriedly and found that Pearl's face was covered with barnacles. This really worried SpongeBob. Learning that Pearl only washed her face with water and soap, SpongeBob curiously picked up the soap and sniffed it. He felt that the fragrance was familiar, but couldn't remember where he had smelled it before. SpongeBob wanted to cover the barnacle with concealer, but Mr. Krabs suddenly came back home.
Something wrong, Mr. Krabs?
For a second there, I thought a towering, hideous, mind-boggling abomination was standing here staring at me in my own living room. But then I realized, it's just me own beloved daughter, Pearl.
Pearl was hurt by Mr. Krabs' reaction. She wanted to go to the beauty center to get rid of the barnacle, but was firmly refused by Mr. Krabs. Pearl had been crying in the bathroom for 3 hours. SpongeBob wanted to go up and comfort her, but was washed away by Pearl's tears. A bar of soap also floated over with the water. SpongeBob smelled the familiar fragrance again. Learning that the soaps were all in the basement, SpongeBob decided to investigate and accidentally saw Mr. Krabs making soap. It turned out that the soap Pearl had been using was made from the kitchen waste of the Krusty Krab.
Oh, that's why it smelled so familiar. Hey, I don't know about this, Mr. Krabs. If Pearl finds out,
I've been using soap made out of ceramic alloy.
Pearl didn't expect that. The culprit that made her look ugly was her father. Thinking of the upcoming school prom, Pearl's heart was filled with despair. But SpongeBob suddenly had an idea. SpongeBob inlaid diamonds in the position of the barnacle. Now Pearl was so dazzling that people couldn't take their eyes off her.
Sparkling and shiny and amazing! Whee! To the Bikini Bottom High School dance! Let's go!
have a good time, carefree teens.
Big tools! SpongeBob, the entire collection of precious jewels is gone! Have you seen it?
Well, of course. Pearl's wearing it to the Bikini Bottom High School dance.
Help! Police! Thief! Stop that way!
This is a horse that only Bart can tame. Look how graceful its posture is when crossing the finish line. Ending the race only requires one domineering look. Just taking the champion medal isn't enough. It wants the runner-up and third-place prizes too. Not only does it eat the best feed, it can even pick any mare it wants. But before meeting Bart, Duncan was just a diving horse in the circus. Forced to perform high-platform diving without any safety measures, the sheriff thought this kind of performance was animal abuse.
Do you have a permit for that?
No problem, sir. It's in my car.
Learning that horses without owners would be sent to the slaughterhouse, Bart felt somewhat heartbroken, seeing Bart's pleading expression. Marge could only take out the family's savings, but Marge felt a headache looking at the bill in front of her. They couldn't afford Duncan's feed costs. To make Duncan earn its own feed money, Homer decided to train it to become a racehorse. Soon it was race day. The other racehorses quickly rushed out, but Duncan stood in place afraid to move. Under Bart's repeated comfort and encouragement, Duncan finally rekindled its fighting spirit, but the race had already ended long ago. To boost Duncan's confidence, Bart gave its appearance a major makeover. The packaged Duncan's eyes were filled with killer instinct, and soon won its first championship. But Homer as the trainer unfortunately fell into the opponent's trap. They demanded Homer lose this horse race, or they would teach him a lesson, but Bart was unwilling to lose the race. This final was crucial for Duncan. As long as it won this race, it could live the life of a stud horse.
Well, it is a good life, believe me. All right, we'll give it a shot. I'll deal with those murderous trolls.
Huh?
I'll deal with those murderous trolls.
But the leprechauns were unwilling to give up just like that. They actually pulled out baseball bats to attack Bart from front and back. Duncan couldn't stand it anymore, and could only use violence against the leprechauns. But the leprechauns weren't satisfied with this result. They aimed a cannon at the podium. At the critical moment, Homer jumped onto the horse's back just in time. Duncan carried them to a trap that had been set up in advance. With Homer's command, Marge and Lisa used water guns to shoot the leprechauns off their horses.
Go get me a trash bag.